Hi, I'm Liz Universe, and I'm White and Nerdy. And in case a lot of you guys don't know, I read and sometimes often read not just comic books, but as well as manga too. If people have even watched my room tour video, which is oddly enough, in my top, I don't know, most popular videos. It's not my most popular, those are the Smurf videos, and how in the hell are those still getting over 1,000 views? I have no idea what at least at the time of this recording. I think that the Smurfs, The Lost Village, has over 50,000 views, and Smurfs Legend of Sleepy Hollow has at least over at best off the top of my head 2,000 or 5,000. Thanks. I don't know why that those videos are so popular, but thanks. So, anyways, I decided that what I wanted to talk about one of the most unusual but also really charming and adorable manga series that I own, and that says a lot. Look, in the categories of manga that I own like Attack on Titan, Bleach, Demon Slayer, Dragon Ball Z, My My Hero Academia, One Punch Man, and including a compendium or an omnibus of High School of the Dead. So I own quite a collection. But the one that I kind of have some opinions about is My Everyday Life with Monster Girls, or is it better known as Monster Musume. This is just a really cute series just that you can pick up and read. But allow me to say this right now. This series is not for kids under 13. Look at that. Older kids, 16 plus. There are good reasons for that, but there are reasons that I cannot show you here on YouTube without some kind of censoring system. So while I am going to show you some of the panels from the manga, keep in mind that at least it will be censored. But honestly enough, it's a really funny and cute and basically all around really funny series. Now, you might be thinking, you picked this up because of these sexy monster girls in it. You're sort of right. See, at first, that was my original intention, just picking it up because a lot of people said it's one of the sexiest manga series that you could ever buy. But they didn't tell me that this would be one of the most damn funniest and also really just uniquely goddamn charming of a unique series because my life actually feels a lot like what happens here. And we're not really gonna review it. I'm just gonna go over it. But my life, or everyday life with Monster Girls, actually, or Monster Musume, we'll just call it, by Okayado, is one of just the most funniest and just downright charming manga series ever to date. And that's mostly because it had a pretty, I guess, unique story going for it. When the series begins, it honestly begins with Mia waking up our main character being all snugged in bed, but it later takes a turn for, I guess, the better, so to speak. See, the only reason why our main character is watching over these monster girls is so that way there that they don't are not arrested, and also so that way that they don't become arrested or go into any sort of system where they would be, imprisoned or whatever. So technically, the monster girls are technically outlaws. But before our main character meets the other monster girls, honestly enough, Mia is kind of the cutest one of the bunch for me because she reminds me a lot of my own girlfriend, and it's pretty much she's just all downright charming and just downright cute throughout the entire series. She had just a bubbly, downright innocent personality for her, and it's just one of the funniest things that Mia ever goes through. And the reason why I'm not moving the camera down is because I'm going to use my finger to censor. There you go. They eventually meet Poppy throughout the series, and Poppy's not exactly a weird character, but she's sort of like a child, but just like a more adult child, so she's like the female version of me, I guess, or some other people that I know. She's kind of an adorable little personality going for her, though. I can say for Poppy is that she's like an innocent little girl that just living with them that ended up falling in love with our main character because he ended up saving her from being taken away from him using his car to keep him because he protects monster people, I guess. And lastly, there is my other favorite woman, Centaura. No, not only because she has. Okay, that's technically one of the reasons. She honestly is one of the most unique characters. She protects our main character. She is fun loving. She's energetic, and she's like a samurai. She likes to protect that of what's innocent to her and that what means the most to her. The series becomes much more interesting when he is told by the woman that runs the whole organization that he's going to have to marry one of these girls eventually. That's why I think I love this series a lot more than give credit for. It's that it's just a unique idea about a guy who is basically going through the world's fastest like speed dating program. He gets to, meet all the different women. He gets to be involved with these really unique kind of like monster girls. Like, he gets a serpent, you know, a serpent girl, he gets a bird woman, he gets a horse woman. I mean, and plus more with orcs, werewolves, mermaids, zombies, and also living liquid organism known as Sue. I love Sue. Even though she doesn't speak, she's just one of the funniest characters throughout the entire series, in my opinion. But one of the funniest jokes I think has to come from volume number two. Because in volume two, it starts out kind of innocently enough, but then it takes a turn way for the worse, especially when, you know, they start becoming all horny according to the light of the moon. Yes, there's a lot I have to censor, but it's just one of the funniest damn things to ever happen. Centaur rubs her breast all over him, Mia becomes very loving, and Poppy is somewhat naked for some strange reason. But things kind of take a different turn when, well, he ends up meeting the demon, or water beast, known only as Sue, who is my favorite character throughout this entire series because he ends up meeting Sue while taking a bath, and then Sue ends up drowning him inside of her. By the way, just look at that cute little adorable face there. Isn't that the cutest damn thing that you ever seen? Also, Sue can absorb water and put it in places where, yeah, that she can make her own body look like, well, yeah. But the increase to the girls actually increased when he meets Moroni Lorelei, who is actually a mermaid that sits in a wheelchair as a way to get around, which I think is pretty damn clever, especially for this series. There are more and more girls that get introduced in the series, definitely and for certain, but there are just a lot of characters in this, but it makes the series all the more fun and all the more worth reading. And yes, this is one of the series that has more fucking sexuality in it than any other manga series that you have ever read. And sure, I will admit it has more sexuality than anything I've ever seen. What has me coming back to this manga series every time that I read it is not the sexuality, but it's just the amazing funny characters and just the all-round jokes and references that they do throughout this entire series. Yes, there's a bunch of sexuality going on throughout the series. I will say that without a fucking doubt that there is. But that is not what really has me coming back to it. It's just the fact that it's just so damn funny with charming characters and all just around just really funny jokes, truthfully. Even if the series had no sexuality in it whatsoever, and it was just a book for children of all ages, or even for just teenagers with some, minor sexuality and some minor of like, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it right now. Somebody else can tell me. But, well, sexy girls will just say. But it's just all right around, or fan service, fan service. It's still an all round great series. It's just a downright really funny, amazingly charming, and just amazingly fucking funny of a series for anybody to check out. But be forewarned, as it says on the back, this is only for older children, so it's not for anybody of 13 years or younger. Must be 16 or older, folks. But I promise that if you do check this series out, you might be interested in what it had to offer. The joke, the comedy, and the amazing writing, not just really for the sexuality's sake, but just take my word for it and go check out An Everyday Life with Monster Girls. I'm aware I keep using the words charming and funny throughout this entire thing, but this is really just a fun, hilarious, and really just damn good manga series that anyone can pick up and read. Okay, let me rephrase that. The right audience. See, the thing with me is that I didn't really get correct on how good the series was up until roughly around that I read the third volume, and that's when it hit me that, like, this series is really just pretty damn charming and funny. And in fact, when I picked up the sixth volume a couple of years ago, for one of my birthdays, I don't remember which birthday, I think of when I was 25, because I'm 28 now. I think that when I was 25, I picked this one up. But it's still just a fun read that anybody can pick up and read. Yeah, there might be a time where I'll pick up like volume 7, 8, 9, the rest of them. And I know that because from Comic Story, and if anybody remembers Comic Story, and he used to have a channel called Manga Story. I don't know if he rebooted that or not, but back when he had it, he reviewed Monty Musume, and I know that some of the titles of some of his videos were like Mia's mother comes to visit, Santora's mother comes to visit, like the moms come to visit, and it's like, so that's basically when the series kind of like, wait, wouldn't that be technically MILFs? I'm just asking, because that's kind of what it sounds like, to my opinion. And if you don't know what a MILF is, do not answer it in the comment, just in case if any kids watch through this. So, if a kid accidentally clicked on this video, which I would be like, why? But do not say what it is in the comment down below. If people don't know what it is, let them go figure it out. Please, I do not want to see anybody state what it is in the thing. If you want to be a smartass and you just gonna ask what it is, nobody answer the smartass comment. We're not gonna have that. But basically, it's a series where he has to choose who to marry, and the entire fact of it is that the entire series kind of like leads us into like, okay, who would he choose? Personally, for me, just personally speaking, just because of how fun of a character that she is so far, I would say I would like him to go with Mia, and if anybody had read the entire series, don't spoil it for me. But that's just who the character is for me that I would want him to get with is Mia personally. I just think that she's a cute, bubbly, just really energetic, and really downright she's sort of sincere kind of person that she is, and I'm sorry that I had to censor her a lot doing some of these, but there were some jokes that I could probably get by. Like there was a joke in here of Poppy sucking on a popsicle. She eats her first popsicle, and our main character had to awkwardly accidentally hold it right where his private area is, so it basically doesn't look any better from any different point of views. But aside from all the fan service and sexuality that this series has into it, it's still just a really funny series. Like there was a moment in here where Mia is kind of talking like one of the Joe stars from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, and she even kind of does like the Dio pose, where she's like, "I will find out that who this bitch is, and I will get my darling coon back." I'm like, when I saw that, I laughed my ass off. I was like, that's charming. That is really really good. Another one of the funny jokes in here, but I only laugh about it because I can see this actually happening to women. I'm not a woman or anything, but there was a joke in here that's a colored manga, like a little taster before you get to the actual thing, of them going bra shopping, and it had to involve Mia taking the girls bra shopping, and so they're all trying to find their size. But what's unfortunate is that poor Centaura can't find her size. Like her compass had run us over basically, and that was the joke in there too. And I forget what the biggest size that they found, like a 40 something K, or no, I think it's like a 44 eyebrow, and it's like she can't even fit in one of these. It's like, so Despite everything, the mangaka of the series, Okayado, has announced that that's not her real size. If when Kiku Matsumoto is like a size M, I think, then no, she just had to have basically what I can only assume is probably double M. And people know what I mean because you people have gotten the whole world saying it, so I'm just gonna say it. Mommy milkers. Are you happy, Internet? Are you happy that you got a nerd saying this in his own videos? But still, if I was you guys, I would check out manga. Yes, the manga Monte Musume. But also let me know if the series ends up getting better past volume 6, which is only what I have for right now. If you have read it, so let me know if it gets better. And if I have interested you guys in reading this series, go ahead and tell me in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys next time on the Not Lazy Universe video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, keep noting on.